Sorry, this song was on my mind before I was finna start the live. So it's gonna be a lot to get in here. I've been thinking about sharing this ever since hours ago. So I have to like back up and start from yesterday and give you the story. Okay, so this what happened. Last night about this time, I had accepted this order. I work for a company called Shipt. It's a service like Instacart and DoorDash and others. And I accepted this order, and it was a order that was paying pretty good, but it was in a city that's 30 plus minutes away. So I was willing to go, do that. But this is where it starts. Okay, so I accept the order, and then I noticed that after I accepted the order, it was immediately some problems, and I thought to cancel it not long after or sometime after. So I accept this order, and then I look at the order, and normally the order doesn't look this way. It was an issue in the app. It was saying, okay, before I accept it, let me explain what the order said. It said that it was 30 plus minutes away, and it said that it was going to be uh, it needed to be delivered by tomorrow, like maybe 12 noon or something like that, or tomorrow sometime. And it was like nine something at night around this time when I accepted it. So I accepted, and then when I look at it, it changes from being delivered to tonight, that same night. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not even close to this place right now, and it. So I called customer service and asked them like, what's going on with this? It says it needs to be delivered tonight, and they said nah, they rescheduled it for tomorrow before 12 p.m. noon. So like, all right, and the order was looking weird. Like it never looked like this before. Like normally I can see the customer's name, the address, and store location and everything. I could see the store location and um, a little bit of other details, but I couldn't see the customer's name. I couldn't see their address. So I didn't know where they live. I didn't know how far they live. So then I I didn't worry about it much, but I thought to cancel it. I'm like, maybe I should just cancel this order and just not even go. Now, the city that they wanted me to go to is a city in North Carolina called Greensboro. Greensboro has a population of over 200,000 people, and it's very packed. It's a lot of money that you can make in Greensboro, but I hate Greensboro for one reason. I cannot stand the way they designed the roads. When you're driving in Greensboro, I just hate it. I can't. Compared to all the other cities I've been to, I just hate that city. I can't. So anyway, and I've been there a lot. I'm not just saying I hate it and I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been there a lot. I hate that city. I can't stand the way they did the roads. But anyway, so um I didn't cancel the order. So the next day comes, and then I think I also had a bad feeling about that order after I took it. I was like, oh, maybe I should cancel. I think it was also something like that too, but not that much, but a little bit of a feeling like that, right? So the next day, I get up about six something in the morning, close to seven, and I was gonna go back to sleep and get up an hour or two later, and then get up. But I got up, and I think I might have texted my ex girlfriend, the one who I call the greatest, and if I didn't text her right away, I text her like a little bit after, and I don't even know what I said, but I know I ended up picking up two more orders in that same city called Greensboro that I hate. I figured because I had some ideas, I'm like, well, I can either try to stay out there and work a little bit and then come back home, or just go do that order and come back home and stay in this area. So I was like, well, I'm out there, I might as well just take these other two orders and then come home later. So I ended up taking two more orders before I had to deliver that one. So then I had just went on and got up. I was texting my ex, and she didn't seem like she was okay at this time. At this point, she was going through some stuff. She said she was canceled for work again. Yeah, because I sent her a message. I was like, hey, don't forget to write down the bills and debt and all that so you won't get any late fees. And she started crying basically and said they canceled me again for work. And I was like, she said she can't even think about money right now. I was like, okay. I was like, do you want to pray about it? She didn't say she wanted to pray. She said, um, I can't even remember what she said, but I was gonna get ready to get in the shower, so I wasn't gonna wait. I was like, I'm gonna just get in the shower and get ready for work, and if she want to pray, we'll pray after. So I get out the shower. She didn't say she wanted to pray. She said something else, and then I said something back maybe, and then she said something else, and that was it. And then I left. So I'm going to this place. It's like 30 something minutes away, and I'm already running late. So I'm speeding just a little bit. And then I end up calling her on the way, and we talking, and I'm thinking maybe I can help a little bit, maybe not, but I don't know. So we talking, and we don't pray, right? Because she was like she's just in a bit of a funk, and I end up getting pulled over by a sheriff along the way. And the sheriff, and I was speeding. I was speeding. So he pulled me over, and I knew he was gonna pull me over. And then so he gave me a ticket. He said, since you were honest with me, I'm gonna reduce. Well, I reduced the amount of speed that you were doing. He said I caught you at 60, but I took it down to 54, so you wouldn't have to appear in court. And I was like, thank you, I appreciate it. Well, I said I appreciate it. And after that, I got the ticket and everything. I went on to the place to do the order, and I did the order in time. I didn't even have to rush. I didn't have to speed. It was unnecessary, I found out. So that's something I learned as well. And then um, I also told my ex about that. I was like, it was unnecessary to speed and everything. And I was saying some more stuff that I might realize from that. Also, I didn't even know that. I didn't check this. Anyway, I threw this hat. So, is that something else? Oh, I thought that was something else on the hat. So anyway, um, I think me and my ex prayed after that, maybe, or somewhere after along the way. Yeah, I finally got it. Yeah, that's right. After that, I got her to pray. It was like I had to kind of force her to pray because I told her I was gonna text her and say we need to pray right now. And instead of texting her, I called her and I said we need to pray right now. And then we did. Um, and it wasn't the best prayer, but it was still a prayer. I felt like she lacked faith or was like so unhappy or whatever it was. It just seemed like she overall wasn't okay enough, you know. But and I mean I wasn't all that great either, but I was still more in, into the prayer, like I think I was more ready. So anyway, then it was like I had a lot of mishaps during that first order and all of that. Like it was a lot of things going wrong. And I was like, man, I'm very off today. And I didn't want to be off today. Like I didn't want to start my day like that. But it was just things that was just going wrong, like multiple things, very, very fast. And so that's why after that I told my ex, I said, we need to pray right now. And so we did. And then after that I did a few more orders and I ended up getting to the place where I had to do this big order that I took. This was the reason I even went to the city. And then when I got the order, I called customer service and I found out the dude's name so I could tell them who I need, his package. So I got the package. And I found out that it was 42 minutes away from where I was. I was very upset. Because if I would have known that it was 42 minutes away, I wouldn't have took the order. I would have just left it alone. So I had to drive 30 plus minutes to this city just to get the package. Then from there, I had to go 40 plus minutes to deliver it. I was not happy. That's basically an hour plus of time. And it wasn't enough money for me at the time. So I was very mad. I was like, I called customer service about this and I complained because I was very upset at that point. And then I set myself up for failure at this point also because before I got the package, somewhere in between my second order and that order, I prepared for two more orders within the same time. So I had three orders that I had to deliver by 11 a.m. And it was no way I could do it all in time. So, but I screwed myself up with this one. So I was like, okay, I can't do all of them. So I'll just do two on time and do one late. I was like, it's better to have two on time and one late than two late and one on time. So I did two on time and then I did the huge package last. And then after that, um, meanwhile, I'm talking to my ex right now. I remember she said, like throughout the day we was talking, I remember she was saying that she was gonna go to the beach earlier when I was going to my first order, and around the time that I was going to do my first order, which where I was speeding and I got a speeding ticket, right around that time, she said since I got pulled over and got a ticket, that she was like, nope, I'm gonna just go home. But the point of that was she was gonna go to the beach so she could like feel better because she was not happy. Things was going bad and everything, and I was telling her to go to the beach, but she changed her mind. But I didn't know at the time, right? Or somewhere along the way, I found out she changed her mind, and I told her to go to the beach. And then later on, she did, and I was glad. So she went to the beach, and she felt better. She was like, "I forgot that this is what I needed," and I was like, "Okay, good. Enjoy your experience," because I was telling her lately, I had a thought pop up in my mind one day when I was driving. It's like 2 days ago. I had this thought, and the thought was, out of nowhere, this just came to my mind. And the thought said, don't forget to enjoy your experience or the experience. And what this means is like as you live, enjoy your time while you're in this world, this land, the land of the living, as we call it. Enjoy your experience here. Enjoy when you're traveling or eating and drinking. Enjoy when you're mad. Enjoy when you're upset. Enjoy when you're moving. Enjoy everything that you can, because it helps you be positive. It helps you be increased in spirit. It helps you be more loving. It helps you be more spiritual. It helps you be better. It helps you not be angry, sad, mad, and confused. It helps you out. And so I started thinking like that. I started, just meditating on it. Enjoy your experience. Don't forget ever to enjoy your experience. And my ex-girlfriend, the one I'm talking about, she was the greatest experience out of all my relationships. So I enjoyed her experience. And the Most High, for whatever reason, is allowing me to enjoy her experience again, which I'll probably talk about later. So anyway, where we at now? So she went to the beach. She forgot that that's what she needed to go to the beach, because she enjoys it. She feels better doing that. So it made her happy, and I was like, good. And it's even a scripture about happiness in Malachi 1:12. And there's other scriptures too. I sent her a scripture this morning. I sent her a few actually. I sent her Sirach 30:21 through 25. That talks about how you shouldn't. Matter of fact, I'll read it. Why not? Shoot. Matter of fact, I'll just go to our conversation and just pull up everything. I was texting her on two phones, so I have no idea which phone I sent it on. It could be this one, it could no, it's on my other one. It's on the one that I'm doing this recording on, so I can't pull up that conversation. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna just go to the Sirach 30. Okay, here we go. Okay, so 21 through 25. This is in the Apocrypha. So it says, give not over your mind to heaviness, and afflict not yourself in your own counsel. The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolong his days. And then it says, love your own soul and comfort your heart. Remove sorrow far from you, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. Envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness brings age before the time. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. So I sent to that along with other scriptures too. And so where we at now? She went to the beach and all that, right? So then we get off the phone again. I think I think we just lost connection or something. So after I drop off the big order, I stay in that city almost all day working, and I had set myself up to be late again, but for another order down the road. But it was all good. So then I go home, and I was glad to leave that city. I was glad to go home. I feel like I should just stay near my area, or at least out of that city. That city is just, I hate it. I hate it. And I also thought about how, to me, I broke a scripture by going to a place I hate to work. Because, like, it's a scripture that says, don't do what you hate. And it might not be in the Old or New Testament, but it's somewhere that I read in the biblical related text. And, I thought about how I broke that, because I did what I hated. Or I did something in a place that I hate. So I thought it was basically on point. So after I get back to my city, me and my ex might have spoke a little bit more, but I was also explaining to her at some point. It was something that I realized. It was after I got the ticket earlier that morning. I thought about this. I was thinking that I gotta stop allowing things to distract me from peace. By me getting a speeding ticket and doing things that was unnecessary, I got a speeding ticket which distracted me from my peace. It took the peace from me. And then after that, I thought about my son, who I haven't seen in years in person. I was like, man, I thought about it. I was like, I gotta see. Well, it's time to see my son, and I felt increased in spirit after that, or a positive feeling, which just verifies it's the truth. So I'm gonna have to reach out and see how that's gonna go and when I can do that. But some other things that happened today, or okay, I said speeding ticket, blessings, lessons learned. So I went over the lessons learned, and here's the blessings, right? So I was thinking about this somewhere throughout the day. I was driving, and I was thinking, or was I here? Maybe I had got home. I don't know. No, I don't think I was. Nah, I don't think I was here. Okay, I think I was out somewhere. And I was thinking about how at one point in my life I didn't have my ex-girlfriend to communicate with and talk to and things like that, or to see and all that other stuff. Like we wasn't doing these things. I'm not saying that we couldn't, but we wasn't. I tried to avoid her for years. And then the Most High allowed us to reconnect for whatever reason around this time. I'm not, well, okay, I kind of see it, but I'm just saying, I'm not the Most High, so I don't fully know everything. But I was thinking it was a time where I didn't have her in my life like that. And I was thinking about it like, man, she was a blessing to me then, and she's still a blessing to me now. And she was the one who gave me my greatest experience out of all the women I've ever been with. And then I was thinking that, well, based on how things are between me and her right now, like, this is the one that I love more than any woman. And I don't love anybody more than her but God. So for her to be this important to me, and then the Most High allowed me to still spend time with her and things like that, it's a blessing. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, why did the Most High bless me, or something like that? Or maybe I thought like that, but I was thinking, I don't think I thought like that about that, but I was thinking it's a blessing. And I had a thought. I was like, this isn't real. I had a thought to say that like 4 times. And then I had a calm voice say, stop and agree. And so I did, and I had to just ignore the voice that said, this isn't real. But also, later on today, I was just on my laptop looking at my Twitch account. I recently joined Twitch and I started doing little gaming videos every now and then. And I haven't been doing them as much lately. I slowed down, which is good. But every now and then I'll do a gaming video, and I did one randomly one day. I wasn't supposed to, but I did. It was like two days ago, yeah. And I wasn't supposed to go live, but I went live, and it went very well. I was surprised at how well it went for me had to not have, supposed to have went live. I just ended up going live because somebody invited me to a game, and I ended up going, and it turned out really well. So I was like, from seeing that, I was like, why is the Most High blessing me? So then I decided to do this video. So I probably caught y'all up on a lot of things, but this is another thing that's a blessing. My brother Calvin, he did a video with me lately. Light skinned brother, bald head. But ever since the Most High has brought him back into the walk with him and everything, he's been on his spiritual, game or whatever you want to call it. He's been trying to do right, and he seems to be taking it serious. And I mean, I can't say I don't like his effort. I do. He's on another level. He's on a level. I can't say he's not on another level. He's on another level, but he's doing things that I'm not doing. I'm in agreement with what he's doing, but I'm not doing what he's doing. It's like we're in it together, but I'm not doing what he's doing. Like he wanted to start a male Bible study group again. He did this before years ago, but it got destroyed because of somebody's wife who came to the study. She wasn't supposed to come, but she kept asking to come. And I think the reason that she wanted to come because she suspected that he was cheating. Some woman might be over there, or for whatever reason, I just think she was suspecting something was, going on. But because the dude and his wife was already having trouble in a relationship, he had already cheated on her, and she was already suspicious. He gave her a reason to suspect something was going on. So, she came to the Bible study that one time, ruined it for everybody, and we never had a Bible study after that for years. That lady and that dude are divorced now, last I heard. But so he wants to do these Bible studies again for just men only, and we haven't so far like done a whole group thing again yet, but we're planning to. We don't know everybody's schedules, but me and my brothers, like just us, we have got together twice, and we just studied. We just read and studied. One time we did a video, um, and we gave scriptures and everything, and the other time we just got together and read, and we just trying to read and study every now and then. Like I think we've been doing it almost every week. We just find time, even though we work like crazy and we be tired as I don't know what. We just find time. We just try to do it, and that's how it's probably just gonna have to be because we both work like crazy. He worked 2 jobs and I work basically 2 jobs. My job, I work so long for hours. It's like I work 2 jobs, so we just work like crazy. And we just in the middle of all that, just try to find a way to read and study together and just, keep this spiritual, biblical stuff going. Because we supposed to do stuff like that, but it's just work takes up so much of our time. It's ridiculous. That's got to end. I mean, I don't want to have to keep doing that forever. I don't want to keep working, 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 and not having a lot of time to do like the spiritual, biblical things. Like I don't want that to continue. So that's got to end one day. But for now, that's how it is. This is what we're doing and what we're trying to do. So that's a blessing that he's wanting to get this together again and do it again. And he put out a post on Facebook about it, and he got 3 or 4 people, I think 4 guys that want to join. So that's good because so far it was just me and him studying by ourselves, and we was already planning to get his son involved, my brother's son, um, and somewhere down the road getting my son involved so we can. And his idea was like have a discussion with the fathers and the sons to see, the dads will ask the sons what they think about this and let them give their honest answers. Then we give them, our answers in biblical, perspective and everything. But he wanted to get that done one day, and I just told him, look, we'll just have to prepare the way. And I've been waiting on the Most High to let me know when to go and see my son. I haven't went to see my son in years. Well, I haven't seen him in years. I put it that way. But we've been in communication lately, and I think it's time. What the Most High revealed to me today, it was time to start to make that happen. So maybe in the future, Most High willing, we'll get our sons together, and I don't know who all got kids. Like it's probably gonna be a bunch of people's kids involved in this too. But we'll see. And like as we do this, like I start to, because lately we've been having the studies and things like that here, and I normally don't have a lot of people here at my place, but since we are starting to do it here, I be thinking and planning like based on the amount of people that show up, how many seats I need, how much food and drinks I need, just getting it ready, thinking about like getting more books for people, because when we do read, we read from a lot of the same Bibles or similar Bibles. So if I got a Bible with the Apocrypha and they don't, I need more Bibles with Apocryphas. So if let's say it's 6 people and we got 4 Bibles with the Apocrypha and 2 people don't have it, then we need 2 more. So I be thinking like that. So now I'm starting to think to buy more of the same books with the Apocrypha so everybody have a similar copy or the exact same copy so everybody can read from the same translation and it won't sound different. So I'm starting to think like that. And this is another one too. Like I think this is a good thing because my library, if y'all have ever seen it, I have all these books behind me in my other room. Um, I don't use all those books, but like the benefit of having all of that is if we did need to go inside of them and get some get a wealth of knowledge, we could because it's all there. And this is something that the churches that I used to go to didn't have. They had books, but they didn't have all of what I had. There was no apocryphal books. There was no Dead Sea Scrolls. No, what else? Nag Hammadi Library, which are scrolls as well. There was no. I don't think they had like different manuscripts of the Bible. Stuff like that. Um, they had Bible games and stuff, which that's good. I don't have exactly that they had. They had some other. They just had like different Bibles, and I can't even think of all the other like quiz books, for Bible studies and stuff like that. Um, I can't think of all the books they had because I used to go to their library all the time when I was there because I was that guy, that nerdy guy that wanted to know. I did. I wanted to know like what the freak y'all got because if it's something in here I want, yeah, I'm gonna hold this, and I'll bring it back. But um, yeah, I was that dude, right? And I used to always think I haven't told anybody. I don't think maybe I did, maybe I did. But if I haven't told anybody this was something I used to think when I used to go to that church years ago. I used to think about this in my mind. I used to want to be in charge of the bookkeeping room, like the library part of the church, because if they gave me a certain amount of money every month or, just gave me a budget and they would let me spend it on biblical related books to stock the library so people can have what they need when they want to study and things like that, I would have bought so much stuff. They would have had Hebrew English dictionaries, lexicons. They would have had um, the Apocryphals, and they would have had Dead Sea Scrolls. They would have had so much stuff in there. It would have been a wealth. It would have been a library of wealth. However you would like to call it or say it. It would have been so much stuff in there. I thought about that a long, long time ago, but I never got the opportunity to do it. They probably might have let me do it, but I didn't ask and I didn't seek it out. I just kept it in my mind. That was like the only thing that I wanted to be in charge of. If they gave me anything that I could be in charge of, I would have wanted that. Man. So anyway, so from that to this, it's basically coming out similar. I didn't get to do that for that church, but since my brother's starting this Bible study group again, I already got hundreds of, well, I don't know how many books I got. I got over 100 books for sure. And I got basically that library that I would have bought for that church. So now I'm just gonna add to this, and we just gonna use it um, for our Bible studies. Because I was already starting to think like this years ago. I don't know if any of you seen my older videos where I was making videos about who wanted the books I had. I would send it to you for free. If you want to pay me or donate, I call it donate. If you want to donate, you can, but you don't have to. Just let me know what you want, and I will send it to you. And that's how that went. I was giving away a lot of books at one point, and it was around that time that I started thinking. I've been blessed to get so many books myself, and I don't need any more books because I really got a lot of books. And then I was thinking, since I'm caught up with the books, why not, when I buy a book, just buy an extra of the same book or buy another book for somebody else? And that way, I can give a book to somebody else. And I started getting the same copies of books that I already had. When I find a good deal, I find a good deal I can't pass up, and I'll just buy it, even though I have not 100%. Well, I don't know the future. I put it that way. I didn't know 100% the future, but I had in my mind that if I get this book somewhere down the road, maybe if I'm reading in person with somebody, I can give them a copy of the book, and I'll have a copy, and we read it together. I also was thinking maybe I can just get this for somebody in the future, and one day I'll find out who to give it to. I didn't know what was going to happen, but there was times where I was able to give a book to somebody for free, or well, now it's happening to where me and other people are studying together, and we read from the same book, so I have an extra copy for somebody else in case they leave their Bible at home or whatever. So that stuff was beneficial. I mean, it definitely did help. So that's some of the things that's going on. I don't know if I can think of. I'm sure if I sit here long enough, I'll think of some other stuff. But that's some of the stuff that was going on. So, oh man, it's interesting. I wasn't about the ticket, so I wasn't bothered by it overall. Um, yeah, but yeah, it was just a lot going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm sleeping. I can't even talk properly. So anyway, that's the update, and I'm gonna get out of here. I might just go to sleep. All right, peace be to the saints.